Today we're going to be applying the correct order of operations into our expressions. Order of operations provides a way for every person in the world to solve a math problem in the correct order. This is commonly referred to as PEMDAS. PEMDAS is a way for us to remember the correct order in which we would solve a problem. The one thing with the PEMDAS is that you need to be careful on the multiplication, division step, and the addition, subtraction step. Okay, so we'll always start with any parentheses or other grouping things, followed by exponents, and then after that we have two sets. Okay, we have our division and our multiplication, and then we have our addition and subtraction. Multiplication and division and addition and subtraction are grouped into one step. What you're going to do is solve the one that comes first. Okay, so PEMDAS can be switched around so that the division and multiplication are in opposite orders depending on which one you see first. Okay, likewise with addition, okay, you're going to do addition and subtraction in the same step, starting on the left side of the equation, working your way to the right. These steps will be made clear in the next few examples. Okay, in this first problem, okay, the most powerful part of this expression is the exponent. So I'm going to solve 2 to the third power first. And I'll write this out to the side. 2 to the third power is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, as I work through a problem like this, I encourage you to only solve one step at a time. So I'm going to rewrite 2 to the third power now as 8, and everything else in the problem remains the same. Okay, this way I can see your individual steps, keeps you from making silly mistakes and from skipping out on completing a step. Last thing here, we have just 8 times 8, so this expression would equal 64. In this next problem, I am going to show you how we would solve this using the correct order of operations. Now, if we're thinking PEMDAS, okay, and you're just reading it as addition, then subtraction, okay, that would solve this problem wrong. Okay, addition and subtraction are done left to right, so I'm going to do the subtraction step first because it's what I see first. Okay, so I will do 8 minus 5, which will give me 3. And again, as I work through a problem like this, I'm going to do one operator at a time and work my way down until I get a solution. 3 plus 16 is 19. As we work through today's lesson, okay, the problems are going to get progressively more difficult. And again, more attention needs to be paid to what is the correct order of operations. Looking at this next example, if I see addition and I see multiplication, multiplication is the more powerful operation. So I'm going to solve this step first. Okay, so I'll do 8 times 15. Again, I'm showing my work out here to the side to keep it nice and organized. And as I do this, I'm rewriting the original problem. So that step becomes 120. This becomes 3 plus 120, which then is 123. This provides a really great explanation for why we have order of operations. Okay, if I tried solving this and I just went left to right and I did the addition first, I would get a completely different answer. Okay, so it's really important that we follow these steps to keep our answers uniform from one person to the next. All right, last one I'm going to do for you guys. Okay, it takes on a lot of these operations all in one problem. Okay, so again, I'm thinking in the back of my head that I'm going to follow this order of operations. Keeping though in mind, multiplication and division are done together, addition and subtraction are done together. So I first look for parentheses, right? And I'm going to evaluate this 12 minus 4 first. 12 minus 4 would be 8. And again, I'm going to just rewrite everything else in this problem. And I'm going to work my way through. Okay, the next thing that we would deal with is any of our exponents. Okay, so I'm going to do 8 to the second power next. 8 to the second power is 8 times 8, which is 64. Again, each time I'm moving down, I am only solving one more part. Right. Next set is I'm going to do multiplication and division. Okay, so even though PEMDAS shows M first, okay, because division comes first, I'm going to do this division step first. So 64 divided by 8 will give me 8. And then last step is I will do my multiplication here, which is 24. Okay, so in these examples, hopefully you've seen how to apply the correct order of operations. Okay, you are open to use PEMDAS to help you with that, as long as you're keeping in mind that multiplication, division are done together, as well as addition and subtraction.